Hello, this is Richard Montarbo. This past week, I received an email from somebody that was having trouble understanding how to input the occupational variant in the CompCalc Plus. There's a growing number of you out there that are using this app. I didn't think it would be this big. And so rather than getting phone calls and emailing everyone, I thought I'd just do a YouTube video uh, so that everybody could benefit if they chose to from watching me do a quick rating problem. So I'm going to be using my iPhone 6 Plus, but the look and feel, whether you're on an Android or a tablet or an iPad, is pretty much the same. Let's go through a rating real quickly here. First of all, across the bottom, this is the opening display. You'll see all the icons for all the different modules. There's PD rating, which is what we're going to go over. There's permanent disability indemnity calculator, temporary disability indemnity calculator, life pension, and under more, you'll see that there's life expectancy, job displacement, death benefit, and also a full-blown date calculator. Let's go back to just the permanent disability rating module. On this display, I want you to note that there is, first of all, a scratch pad at the top. That's utilized to delete a single rating string where you have multiple rating strings. There's also a whisk broom, which empties or zeroes out any of the input fields that you might have. There's also a plus symbol. That allows you to add an additional rating string. For example, where you're rating the part of body where the injury involves injury to the part of body involving the low back and then perhaps also an upper extremity. And I'll do that one of those so you can see how that works. There's also an export feature that allows you to save to the device, restore from the device a given rating, as well as print to a wireless printer or email your rating. And we'll go through that as well. Let's start with our first rating. First of all, you'll see that the rating string down at the bottom indicates that we're going to fill in the body, whole person impairment, TFEC, occupation, as well as age, and we'll get a fully adjusted whole person impairment at the conclusion of this. We start, of course, with the date of birth. Now, if there's a field that says tap to select, by God, tap to select. So if you tap on that, you'll see that it comes up. We're going to put in the date of birth. The date of birth in my hypothetical, the applicant was born January 26, 1960. You can either tap on the OK or tap on the roller, and I just tapped on the roller. Next, you have the date of injury. On the date of injury, let's say it's a September 7th, 2009 date of injury. Next, you have the whole person impairment. On the whole person impairment, we're going to say this is a low back DRE3, 13% whole person impairment. So I'm going to tap on that. You can see that the box has been filled. Now here's where the confusion lies. Part of body, occupation, and apportionment. You tap on part of body or the word occupation or the word apportionment to fill in those boxes. We're going to start by tapping on the part of body. It flips, does a reverse flip, and pops up general part of body and detailed part of body. You first select the general part of body, which in my hypothetical is the spine. Then we're going to go to the detailed part of body. Now this is a relational database, so it only brings up the options for your input involving the spine. In my hypothetical, it's the lumbar diagnosis related estimate, the DRE. So we're going to double tap on that, and we filled that in. Now we have to go back to occupation. To go back to occupation, you tap on general part of body or detailed part of body, that area of your display, and it does a flip and it brings up occupation. Now we're going to tap on the word occupation. When we tap on the word occupation, we get occupational industries as well as schedule of occupations. We're going to tap on occupational industries. Under occupational industries, there's three ways to get into this. You'll first notice that there's a full alphabetized list of all occupational industries. There's also a list of all industries or any industries. If you select those, when you go to the specific schedule of occupations, you'll have an alphabetized list of all of the occupations, not just within a particular industry, but all industries. Last, and this is really cool, up at the top, above agriculture, it says tap to flip. When you tap that to flip, it becomes occupational groups, and you can select an occupational group. So let's go back and let's select all industries. I'm going to double tap on that, and as you can see, this is an alphabetized list of the schedule of occupations. I'm going to cancel out of that. I'm going to go back and tap on all industries, that box, and this time I'm going to select bakery products. I'm going to double tap on that. I'm going to select schedule of occupation. Now we only have bakery occupations, and we're going to say this guy is a donut maker. Okay, we tap on that. Now we've completed our rating string, and you can see that it's taken a DRE3, adjusted it for age, occupation, applied the DFEC modifier, given the date of injury, and produced a 19% rateable disability. But what we haven't discussed is apportionment. Let's go ahead and select apportionment, and let's say that this is only 75%, this back is only 75% industrial. We'll double click on that, and as you can see, the rating string has been modified now to multiply that 19% and bring it down, reducing it by 25%, or multiplying it by 75% industrial, which produces a 14% adjusted whole person impairment, adjusted for age, occupation, and DFEC, and after application of the applicable level of apportionment. You can see that we have the adjusted PD at 14% and the overall amount of PD at $10,637.50. But what if the average weekly wage is less than maximum? You can see the PD rate says maximum at present. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on the input field, and I'm going to change this so he's not max. I'm going to put him in at $100. I'm going to hit return, and you can see it automatically calculates PD rate minimum at 130, and it automatically calculates a new indemnity rate. If, on the other hand, I select average weekly wage and I go back to something in between, let's say it's $275. I hit return. Now it says this is the calculated PD rate, meaning it's somewhere between the minimum and the maximum given the date of injury. It automatically calculates everything for you. But let's say that in our hypothetical, he's not only injured his low back, 75% industrial, but he's also injured his upper extremity. I hit the plus symbol. That gives me a second line. Now I'm going to adjust this second line. I'm going to change the whole person impairment to 7%. It's an upper extremity. I'm going to change the part of body from spine to upper extremity. And let's say that he has, I don't know, peripheral neuropathy of some sort. Okay? Now we've adjusted this, and you'll see that now it says combined value. It's taken the two rating strings and applied the combined value equation, calculated that, giving you the percentage, and giving you, provided to you the amount of permanent disability. But let's change the apportionment, because on the upper extremity it's 100% industrial. We tap on that, the apportionment's removed, it automatically recalculates the combined value and the level of partial permanent disability. So now you have your rating completed. What do you do with it once it's done? Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to export it. So we tap on the icon for export. You can see that it says save, restore, print, or email. If we want to save it, we go in, we put the applicant's name. Let's say his name's John. The physician's name, let's say the physician's name is Hank. And then we can put the date of the report and also the case number, which is ADJ, and some numbers. Now we hit the icon up here to save it away, the floppy disk. Now it's been saved away. So that if we were to hit, I just hit the whisk broom, I clear out all the fields. Now I go into the export to retrieve it. I want to restore it. It's John, that was the name of the applicant. I tap on that, and I have my rating back. What if we want to email that rating? We again hit the export icon. We hit mail. We hit the icon for mailing it because we've already filled this out. And look what it does. It automatically formats your email so that you could put in an email address, rmontarbo@aol.com, And you can see it goes to my contacts on my iPhone, and it picks up armontarbo@aol.com. I tap on that. Now I have my email address, and you can see that it provides your subject line, permanent disability rating. It provides the applicant's name, reporting physician, date of report, case number, date of birth, date of injury, occupation, rating number 1 for the general part of body, detailed part of body, whole person impairment, and the apportionment because it was applicable. Rating number 2 had no apportionment, but it still provides for the general and detailed part of body and the whole person impairment. It provides both rating strings, combined value, and PD. And if you take a look at the bottom, there's a PDF there that has the name of the applicant. And when you email this, and I'm going to send it right now, it'll show up in your email box. And what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to exit out of this. Oh, I don't have access to that email. I'm not going to be able to do that. That went to the office. So, but I could on my phone pick it up and see what the email looked like. But I've just emailed that. Now, let's say that we've just completed this rating, but we don't like the second rating string. We want to strike that. Well, all we do is we go up to the scratch pad, which now we can utilize. We tap on that, and you can see there's minuses. Which one do we want? We want to do away with the second one. We tap on that. It says delete. Yeah, we want to delete that. Now it's gone. It's automatically recalculated everything. So now we have a single rating string. Okay, that's pretty much how you do a rating. If you have any questions or comments, if you have any suggestions, I'm always open to those. For those of you who want to get a hold of me directly, the office phone number is 530-529-9860. If you want to get a hold of me by way of email, of course, it's rmontarbo@montarbolaw.com. Okay, I hope that was helpful, and good luck. Thanks.